Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Smart Podcast. I'm your host, Chloe.
And I'm James. We are so thrilled to have you with us today. Chloe, you look particularly excited about this episode. What's the secret?
Oh, James, the secret is something that millions of us do every single night. We get home from a long day, we make some popcorn, we sit on the couch, and we turn on Netflix.
Ah, Netflix, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. But what does that have to do with learning English? I thought this was an educational podcast, not a movie review show.
That's the beauty of it. Today, we're going to reveal the ultimate Netflix hack. We're going to teach you how to turn your binge-watching habit into a powerful language learning tool. We're talking about moving from passive watching to active learning.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Because honestly, my method of learning English with Netflix usually involves putting on a cool British crime drama, turning on the subtitles in my own language, and then, well, mostly just reading the subtitles and eating all the popcorn in 5 minutes.
And that, my dear James, is exactly what we need to talk about. You've just described the number one mistake most people make. It's the illusion of learning.
Illusion? What do you mean? I'm hearing the English, I'm seeing the actors. It feels like I'm absorbing something.
It feels like it, but our brains are incredibly efficient and sometimes a little lazy. When you have subtitles in your native language, your brain takes the path of least resistance. It focuses on the easy-to-read text and essentially tunes out the English audio. You're not connecting the sounds to the meanings. You're just reading a story.
So, you're saying my last 8 hours watching The Crown were for nothing? Educationally speaking, of course.
Not for nothing. You enjoyed a great show. But in terms of active language learning, it was a missed opportunity. But don't worry, we're going to fix that today with what I call the SMART Netflix method. It's a simple 3-step process.
3 steps? Okay, I like the sound of that. I can handle 3 steps. Lay it on me. What's step 1?
Step 1 is the Discovery Watch. This is your fun watch. Pick an episode of a show you want to watch. For this first viewing, you turn on the English subtitles, not your native language, English.
English subtitles. Got it. So I'm reading and listening in English at the same time.
Exactly. And the goal here is not to understand every single word. Don't pause, don't grab your dictionary, just watch the episode from beginning to end. You're getting a feel for the rhythm and flow of the conversation.
Okay, that sounds easy enough. It's like a warm-up. So I watch a whole 45-minute episode with English subtitles. What happens next? Do I just watch the next episode?
No. This is where the magic happens. Welcome to Step 2, the Active Learning Watch. Now, you're not going to rewatch the entire episode. That would take too long. You're going to choose a short segment, maybe 5 to 10 minutes long. A scene with a lot of good dialogue is perfect.
Okay, a 5-minute scene from the episode I just watched. What do I do with it?
You're going to watch it again with the English subtitles still on, but this time you have your finger on the pause button. Every time you hear a word or a phrase you don't know, you pause. You write it down. You look up the meaning. You try to understand why the character used that specific phrase.
Ooh, so this is like detective work. It's much more intense. Can you give me an example?
Of course. Let's imagine we're watching a fictional detective show, Miami Heat, and one detective says to the other,
"The perp bailed on us, but I've got a hunch he's heading for the docks." Okay, so I'm watching this. I might know perp means the bad guy, but bailed and hunch might be new.
Exactly. So you pause. You write down bailed on us. You look it up and find out it's slang for to leave suddenly or to abandon. Then you write down hunch. You discover it means a feeling or a guess based on intuition, not on facts.
Ah, so a hunch is like a gut feeling. I see. So I'm not just learning words, I'm learning them in a real context. That makes it much easier to remember.
Precisely. You're connecting the word not just to a definition, but to a character, a scene, a tone of voice. This creates a much stronger memory. You'll do this for the entire 5 or 10-minute scene. Yes, it might take you 20 or 30 minutes to get through it. This is the work part.
Right, this isn't passive anymore. I'm actively building my vocabulary and understanding of slang and idioms. This is cool. So that's step 2. I feel like I've really learned that little scene inside and out. What's the final step, step 3?
Step 3 is the reinforcement watch. Now you watch that same 5-minute scene one more time, but here's the challenge, James. This time you turn the subtitles off.
Whoa, no subtitles at all? Just my ears and the screen? That sounds a little scary.
It can be, but think about it. You've already watched the scene twice. You know the plot. You know what the characters are talking about. You've just studied the new vocabulary. The goal now is to see how much you can understand purely through listening. You'll be amazed at how words that were a blur before now magically pop out at you.
So when I hear Detective Miller say, "I've got a hunch," I won't just hear a sound, I'll actually understand the meaning instantly because I just learned it.
That is the exact moment we are aiming for. That's when you know the learning is sticking. You are training your ear to catch the words and phrases you've just learned. It builds incredible listening confidence.
So, to recap the 3 steps. Discovery Watch. Watch a full episode with English subtitles, just for fun and context. Active Learning Watch. Rewatch a short 5-minute scene, still with English subtitles, but pausing to look up every new word and phrase. Reinforcement Watch. Watch that same 5-minute scene a final time, but with no subtitles at all, to test your listening.
You've got it. It's a perfect summary. It's a workout for your English brain. And just like at the gym, you can't expect to get fluent after one session. The key is consistency. Imagine doing this with just one 5-minute scene 3 or 4 times a week. The number of new contextualized words you'd learn would be incredible.
That actually sounds manageable and even fun. It feels like I'm unlocking a secret level of the show. Now, a practical question. Does this work with any show? Should I jump straight into a complex medical drama or a historical epic with complicated language?
Great question. I would recommend starting with something a little easier. Sitcoms or situation comedies are perfect for this. Shows like Friends, The Office, or Modern Family.
Why are these so good for learning?
A few reasons. First, the episodes are short, usually around 20 minutes. Second, the conversations are about everyday situations, dating, work, family. The vocabulary is extremely useful. And third, there are a lot of visual cues and jokes that help you understand what's happening, even if you miss a few words.
That makes sense. Starting with Game of Thrones and trying to understand Dothraki and High Valyrian might be a bit too ambitious.
Just a little. Also, rewatching a show you've already seen in your native language can be a great strategy. You already know the plot, so you can focus 100% on the language. Animated movies from Disney or Pixar are also fantastic because the actors speak very clearly and articulately.
Those are great tips. What about tools? Are there any browser extensions or apps that can help with this smart Netflix method?
Absolutely. There are some amazing free browser extensions. One of the most popular is called Language Reactor. It gives you dual language subtitles so you can see both English and your native language at the same time. It also has a pop-up dictionary, so you can just click on a word to see its definition.
Wow, so that would make step 2, the active learning watch, so much faster. No need to keep switching to a different tab for a dictionary.
Exactly. It streamlines the process. But I would still recommend that for step 3, the reinforcement watch, you turn everything off. No help, just you and the English audio. That's the final test.
This is a fantastic method, Chloe. It turns something I do for fun into a structured, effective study session. I'm actually excited to try this tonight. I think I'll start with Brooklyn Nine-Nine. The dialogue in that show is so fast. It will be a good challenge.
A perfect choice. And for everyone listening, the most important thing is to choose a show you genuinely enjoy. If you're bored, you won't stick with it. Learning English should be fun, and this method is all about combining entertainment with education.
It's the best kind of learning, the kind that doesn't feel like learning. It's like hiding vegetables in a delicious cake.
What an interesting analogy, James. But yes, I suppose it is. The cake is the thrilling plot of your favorite show, and the vegetables are all the new phrasal verbs and idioms you're learning.
And at the end, you're both entertained and healthier, linguistically healthier. So, the smart Netflix method. Watch with English subs. Analyze a small scene, and then rewatch with no subs at all. It's simple, powerful, and the great excuse to watch more Netflix.
You couldn't have said it better. We truly hope this helps all of you transform your screen time into study time.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Learn English with Smart Podcast.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. And we have a question for you. Head to the comment section and tell us, what show will you use to try the smart Netflix method? We can't wait to read your answers.
Until next time, keep learning and happy watching.
Bye, everyone.